Bayern Munich coming on top in the Der Klassiker, beating Borussia Dortmund by 4-2. That victory moving them back on top of RB Leipzig in the Bundesliga table. And then in the Madrid derby, the points were shared there. Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid ending in a 1-1 draw, a scoreline that favors Barcelona. More football highlights, recap and preview to come on Soccer 360. I'm your host, Delvin Owino, and you, the viewers at home, don't forget, interaction with us. The social media handles will be at the bottom of the screen. Remember, hashtag Soccer360 on Twitter, and on WhatsApp, do leave your name. Now, I'm joined here by a very, very proud United fan, none other than Bruce Juma. How are you doing, Bruce?
I'm good. I want to say to all ladies, Happy Women's Day. It's a good day today.
Yeah.
It was somehow a kind of funny weekend because two of my favorite teams win, and then there's another Kenyan team here just joking around.
But the United victory, I know that lifted your spirits. Gor Mahia, on the other hand, they're just not looking. They're not looking the Gor Mahia that we all know.
I think it's the staff or the coaching or the tactics. I don't know, because they've just been playing pathetic. Because as a goalkeeper, you should not give that penalty away to KCB. It
was a soft penalty, but anyway, we'll get into that. But of course, as we are talking about Gor Mahia, we always start on Soccer 360 from a local perspective, and we'll start by looking at the results in the FKF Premier League. And as you've mentioned, Gor Mahia fell 2-0 to KCB. Other results are on your screen right now. Tusker seemed to have been running away with it, and I think they wanted Gor Mahia to just do them a favor against KCB. But they did win against Ulinzi Stars 1-0. That took them 9 points ahead at that time, but KCB have reduced the gap to 3 again. Sharks post Rangers 0-0. Zucaricho came out on top against Vihiga. AFC Leopards down to 10 men. They needed a last-minute winner to defeat City Stars by 1-0. Bruce, not at all excited about that. I'm sure about that. Then Bandari Nzoia 1-1. Sofapaka Bidco United played out to a 0-0 draw. Western Steamer defeated Wazito by 1-0. Where would you like to start off? AFC Leopards, Gor Mahia, Tusker, and there are the results, by the way. Gor Mahia nailed KCB 2, Mathare 1, Homeboys 2. Now, your team, Gor Mahia, they seem to be far from where they were last season and even the season before. And I don't want us to sit here and talk, because we have talked about them numerous times. I've asked you what you think the problem is. You've mentioned a number of things. And for you, what will be accepted for Gor Mahia this season? The title looks a bit too far right now. Yes, they do have some games in hand, but the title at the moment and how they are playing their performances, it doesn't look like they'll pull back those points.
Now that's the problem. I don't know, because you can say this season Gor Mahia are not going to win that game, even if we do the miracles and the wonders, because we are almost in the half of the league, and you're still struggling up to now. From beginning to and up to now, you're still struggling, and you're in the half of the league. Then what are you doing? Means there's something wrong with the coach or something. I don't know if it's tactics or just players don't want to play, or the boardroom between the chairman and the chancellor are not in good terms. I don't know, because the way Gor Mahia have been playing, it's so pathetic.
And now I'll ask my director to just play the highlights for Gor Mahia and KCB. As I ask you this question, what went wrong in that game? Of course, you had mentioned earlier the keeper wasn't supposed to give it. That was it was a soft penalty, to say the least. I don't think that would have been given.
Let me tell you one thing. As a striker, if you just feel a touch from a goalkeeper, just dive. Trust me or not, just dive. You'll always be given.
Yeah, we do know that the strikers normally get there.
Yeah, just dive. But
it was the first goal as well. In Gor Mahia, if you saw this game, they have mainly been hit on the counter. They played such a high line against KCB.
That's the problem. Why are you playing high line and you don't know how to play high line? Because Gor Mahia have never played a high line game like Liverpool. They haven't been playing. But what I can say is congratulations to the KCB goalkeeper, because Gor Mahia had a lot of shots.
Gor Mahia did have their chances, but they weren't taking their chances.
Yeah, but the KCB goalkeeper was just perfect in that game. It just aliamka tu kufia team yosiku. But the problem is, I don't know if it's the defense or the goalkeeping, because you are conceding a lot of goals.
And for KCB now, are they the main challengers to Tusker, alongside Tusker as well,
and
AFC for the KPL title this season? Was it slipped up again?
If you look at these three teams, AFC, Tusker, KCB, and also I can put somehow Bandari because
They did draw, though.
Yeah, they did draw, but look at that team we drew. They drew with a team that beat Gor Mahia. This is the funny part of it.
The funny thing is that
Bandari is not supposed to be there. They're
good. They're good.
Yeah.
I think last season they were actually up there as well.
Last season, not exactly up there. They're at 7, 8. But if you look at now, they're struggling for top 4 there. But I give it to KCB. What they've come up from different things. They knew what they want.
And it's a very well-run club.
Yeah.
We know that.
Yeah, because they don't have issues.
They do not have issues. They do not have issues.
They have a good structure. That's how.
And is it ironical that the two teams that are top of the table, Tusker and KCB, are very well-run
Exactly.
club? You won't hear any wages haven't been paid, etc., etc.
One thing is, for a player who knows if I play this game, I know my bank account is going to be sorted out. If you have a clean sheet, bonuses, scoring bonuses, appearance bonuses, trust me or not,
everything will be sorted.
You'll be sorted.
Yeah.
You'll be coming to that game 100%. Even if you get injured, you'll be coming. But if you're a goal, you don't know. You don't know if you are going. You don't even have fare. You're not even sure how you're going back from the stadium to home. You don't know if what you're eating for supper. Then your mind will be in football or your mind will be at home.
Let me ask you, the viewers at home, KCB, should we take them seriously? Are they alongside AFC Leopards and Tusker, the ones challenging for the title this season? Let me know. Social media handles, bottom of the screen. Do leave your name on WhatsApp, and I'll be reading those a little bit later on. Now let's move over to AFC Leopards. Impressive victory for them. They were down to 10 men. They had their captain sent off, but they still managed, through that last-minute header, to claim all 3 points. And that is what champions are made of, to say the least, Bruce.
True, because... I know FC.
You sound bitter when you're talking. I know you do not. You have this, I wouldn't say hate, but detest towards AFC because you're a Gor Mahia fan. But you have to admit, they're looking good.
The FC, they're looking good because one thing is a champion will always go away with that game.
No matter how bad you play.
No matter how bad you play.
You need to know how to scrape those. Even those 1-0 victories are very important.
And funny enough, there are 10 men.
10 men,
and being beaten against 10-man team is very funny, because how can you be beaten by 10-man team and then you're still struggling there? And
credit to them, they kept on pushing, even with the 10 men. They kept on pushing and pushing, and finally it paid dividends for them.
They didn't pack the bus because they are alone. They are one man down. They didn't pack the bus. They just went all through until the 90
They didn't settle to get 1 point.
Yeah,
they went all out to get the 3 points. For AFC Leopards, you must say right now, if you put them alongside KCB and Tusker, are they the ones that look the much more fully knit group from those two?
Funny thing I'm hearing is FC, the board now, it's like the board and the management are like in the same structure as Tusker and KCB, and that's why they're performing now. Because previously they had some problems. Yeah. But those problems of theirs were evident. Yeah, now they are being settling down, because once a boardroom is settled, once the backroom is settled, trust me or not, your players will be focused on the pitch, not in the boardroom now. Very,
very true. Now, I need to ask you a question before we move over to the international scene. Between the 3 teams here, and you're not writing out any other team, but I'm just saying, I think these are the 3 teams that we have mentioned that look good enough to go on and win the title. Which one would you pick right now? It's still early, I know, but which one, from what you've seen, which one would you pinpoint and say, this is the team that look like champions, and I think they will go on and lift the title?
I think funny stat, which I think the fans don't know, the last time FC won the cup was 1998.
Yeah.
That's the funny thing about it.
A long time.
Maybe this is the time. This is the time maybe they'll win this cup, because I'm 100% sure if Rupiah just does what he does.
You are saying that a one-man team, Rupiah didn't even score.
Yeah, but the funny thing, they closed him. When you close that person, then that's it.
Anyway, okay, FC Leopards are your pick.
But FC, I'll just pick FC because I'm seeing how they're working hard throughout everything.
You don't think Tusker has this kind of advantage? Even though FC Leopards win all their games in hand, they'll still be behind Tusker.
Funny enough, Tusker loses some funny teams to funny teams.
So you say
those funny teams, you should pick some good points and good goal difference.
Okay,
If
fair
any
enough.
case-
That's
if
your
anything
choice.
happens.
That's your
Yeah.
choice, and the viewers at home also will be giving me their choice. Which of the three teams do you think is well suited to go on and lift the title? I know it will be close, and probably the other teams around there that we are probably looking past, but these are the three teams that I think look perfect to go on and lift the title. Now, enough of the local scene. Let's move over to the international scene, and we'll start off by looking at results from Europe's big leagues. That is the English Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, and the Bundesliga. Let's start by looking at the results from the EPL. Burnley won, Arsenal won. Arsenal were really hard done by VAR again. In VAR will never get out of the headlines. And one question for you. Eric Peters, was that a handball or not a handball?
That was not a handball.
Oh, my God.
That was not a good
No, I think that was a
handball.
blatant handball.
That's not a handball.
Did you watch the game?
I watched the game. The funny
That
enough,
was a
the game was
blatant-
on 2024. I remember.
That was a blatant handball.
But it was not a handball.
Okay, let me ask you a question regarding VAR. We've seen Kante get away with one. We have seen Odoi get away with one.
Yeah.
We have seen Eric Peters of Burnley get away with one. And then the most ridiculous one of all, Spurs taking on Fulham, Lemina. That was given as a handball, and he didn't even make his body bigger. His hand was to his side, the ball was hit towards his hand, and apparently that was a handball. For Peters, he stretched out his hand, he made himself bigger. But anyway, you don't think it was a handball. For me, I think those the referees that control the VAR, they have to have a hard look at themselves
Funny
and
enough-
really now define to us what is a handball.
Funny enough, people want the referees to be mic'd up so we can hear
What they're
saying.
discussing.
Yeah.
That would be better. That would be better and
we
give
want
us a
to
little bit
know
more clarity.
what decision they make from that thing,
Yeah, like
not to be made a handball.
I'm sure that people would like to know, before they came to the conclusion that Eric Peters was not a handball, what were they discussing? What reason
Yeah.
was it that made them think that was not a handball? Would
I
like
think
to know. That would be very good.
they should just make up the ref because we want to know what makes them the decision.
What makes
If
them
you
come
can-
to
yeah.
their decision? That's very, very good, by the way. I think that would give us a little bit more clarity
Yeah.
as to why they give such decisions, like the one against the Burnley decision. That was absolutely ridiculous. And then Southampton finally getting a win, 2-0 over Sheffield United. Villa, Wolves, 0-0 draw. Leicester City beating Brighton by 2-1. West Brom, Newcastle, goalless there. Liverpool again, 1-0 defeat to Fulham. I'm talking about Lemina, who was hard done by against Spurs. He's the one who picked up the goal there. And then City, United painted Manchester red. City's undefeated, let me not say undefeated, winning run was ended by their biggest rivals. I'd have to say that biggest, probably Liverpool are their biggest, but their closest rivals maybe. And then Spurs, Bale and Kane, top form, top quality. What do you have to say about Spurs? Bale coming back into form?
Funny enough, if you remember, Tottenham was around number 10. Now they're almost number 6. I was very shocked.
Yeah, they still, I think
Yeah,
they have
they
one
still
game
have-
in hand, if I'm not wrong, over some of the teams. There's some teams there that have a game.
Aston
games in hand.
Villa.
Aston Villa, Everton.
Yeah, Everton. That one, you know.
Yeah, Arsenal also have a game here, but Arsenal are not in that conversation right now. Let's look at La Liga. Let's see what was happening there. Valencia came back from a goal down to defeat Villarreal by 2-1. Happy man here. Barcelona, 2-0 winners. Yeah, against Osasuna. Barcelona, do you think they're actually slowly getting back to where they should be heading into this Champions League game against PSG?
But the good thing is Barcelona have a new president, and the same president who brought Guardiola and won some good cups.
We know Bartomeu was arrested. I don't really know for what, but
There's some scandal, but
yeah.
I'm happy because once the president comes in, things will be changing.
Yeah, they
for
seem to
better.
be getting back into form, but would you say it's come a little bit too late? They're playing PSG, they're down 4-1.
It's really too late, but miracles do happen.
Probably in La Liga, they still have a chance. I know Atletico have a game in hand. Atletico will have to win that first before you can start saying, okay, mathematically it's still possible, but Atletico have the advantage there. And then Celta Vigo, Huesca playing to a 7-goal thriller, 4-3 victory to Celta Vigo. Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, as I had mentioned earlier, playing out to a 1-1 draw in the Madrid derby. Let's just move forward with those results. Real Sociedad 1-0 against Levante, and then Athletic Bilbao defeating Granada by 2-1. Let's move over to the Serie A, see what results were there. And then Spezia Benevento 1-0. Juventus actually came back from a goal down against Lazio to win by 3-1. If they had not picked up a victory there, they would be in serious problems given the title race.
They'll just be out of the title race.
AC Milan doing well there to pick up a 2-0 victory. Fiorentina Parma 3-0 draw. Crotone 4-2 against Torino. Inter actually they played, I think, was it on Friday against,
Friday.
was it Genoa, if I'm not wrong, and they picked up a victory there. But anyway, let's just move forward with their results here on the Serie A. Any shocking results here that you're seeing? Anything shocking you? Napoli 3-1 against Bologna. Everything probably was so straightforward in Serie A.
Yeah.
The teams you expected to win were picking up the 3 points. Yeah, exactly. Now, over to the Bundesliga. No shocking results here. I actually predicted Dortmund to beat Bayern Munich. For a while there, my prediction was going spot on. And then Lewandowski just turned on those afterburners and absolutely just tore them apart. Wolfsburg were they're actually pressing for a Champions League place, not the result they'd be wanting against Hoffenheim. They lost that game by 2-1. Leverkusen, Gladbach, Leverkusen picking up a 1-0 score. Leipzig defeating Freiburg by 3-0 as the results keep on streaming in there. Now, 2 games. We have to look at the Chelsea preview. But first, I want us to have a look at the Manchester derby. I know this is what you've been waiting for. You're going to get a chance to talk and to brag to me and to brag to all of Kenya how United did play well.
I'm not even.
No, well, it's not bragging if you can back it up. You had the result there to back you up. So anyway, let's just have a look at the goals and the highlights from the Manchester derby and listen in to Pep and Ole before Bruce gives me his thoughts about what went down in that result there for Manchester United. But as for now, it does really mean nothing according to the league table. City still 11 points ahead of United, and City will have to lose 3 games in the remaining 12, is it? And United will have to win all of them in order to overhaul City at the top of the Premier League. But in either way, good results. It's always a derby. The feeling of winning a derby is always a good feeling. And for United, what would you say went absolutely spot on for them? Would you say City didn't come out of second gear? They looked a bit lethargic in this game.
Funny thing, I've been reading Twitter, I've been reading everywhere. They are saying that City didn't come up for that game. How City played for the 21 games is not according to the way City play. Those are the same players City played in those 21 games. What do you mean they didn't come up?
Fair enough.
Why Man City people explaining things that are not there?
Man City people, they don't even have fans to explain anything. But to be quite honest, I think City, if I looked at this game again, I watched this game and City didn't look the team that they have looked before. There was something not just happening for them.
Let me tell you one thing. I saw Pep doing one tactical change which was better, but at the next tactical change he did, it was just stupidity. It was one thing, he saw Cancelo the right back. That's where it's being opened up.
That's where United were using.
Yeah, because the first goal came out from there. The second goal was also there. The shot which Luke Shaw tried, it was a mistake for Cancelo.
Yeah, that mistake. He misjudged the throw from Anderson and that was a mistake from him.
That's another mistake. So he brought
Kyle Walker,
which was a good tactical because Kyle Walker doesn't like those nonsense, just beats the ball up. And then he has Aguero in the bench. Instead of bringing Aguero, because I knew when Aguero comes in and you are still 1-0, I'm 100% sure it's a draw. I was 100% sure it's a draw. But I didn't see Aguero. He just did Ferdinand.
But Foden actually, fair enough to Foden. He came and changed the game.
Yeah, he came and changed the game, but you need that striker, that number 9, because Sterling had many chances to finish.
He had that one gilt-edge one, where he absolutely missed the ball. And then also Jesus, I've seen people are going in on Jesus quite a lot. Do you think he's a Man City caliber striker?
I think I love the way Paps usually says Jesus is a Brazil person. Just go back to Brazil and play and start dancing.
Capoeira dancer.
But one thing, Jesus is a striker. Jesus is a good finisher.
But is he good enough? Is it good enough to replace an Aguero?
No, he's not that good enough to. I think there's nobody who will ever replace Aguero the way Aguero has been playing for City. No light there. Because Aguero is just that number 9 finisher like Harry Kane.
Very ruthless.
Yeah, very ruthless. When you're inside the box, he doesn't look for a pass or try to dribble past. Just shoot.
Now, this game, I think, is quite evident to see that United, they do struggle against teams that sit back. Yeah. It's quite evident. Okay, not all the time, but they do struggle against teams that actually play that low block. Because against, you saw them against Crystal Palace. It was absolutely dead.
It was just a bad game because I remember at around 50th minute, I just went and sleep because that game was so stupid because Rashford was playing bad. Bruno was nowhere to be seen, just playing funny football. But against here, you could have seen Fred and McTominay exactly what they're doing in that midfield. But it's okay, but I remember there are some missed passes. I know those missed passes maybe can be corrected moving forward. But according to the way the game was being played, it was just perfect because everything, even Martial tracking back, which was so out of nowhere because Martial never tracks back. But he tracked back, everything was okay, tactical, the way Pep and tried to do with the defense, shows perfect, Wan Bissaka was perfect.
All in all, it was a perfect day
It was
for
just
United.
a perfect for everybody.
It was a perfect, even defensively, I think everyone was absolutely spot on. Now, before we go on a break, I need to ask you this question because I've seen a lot of some United fans are getting over their heads with this victory and saying they can still catch up to City.
No.
Okay, thank you. That's what I need to hear. No more. I won't ask any more than that. Now, more to come on Soccer 360. After the break, we will be previewing the Champions League and actually also touching on Chelsea vs Everton. That game being played tonight at Stamford Bridge. Don't go too far. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Soccer 360. Before we jump into the Chelsea-Everton preview and the Champions League games, let me just go through some of your comments here on WhatsApp, and I'm picking them out at random. Just when Man City was beginning to feel invincible, like a certain Arsenal many years back, Man United reminded them of who the king of English football is. Ni Eman James from Mombasa. Eman, I'm sure you must be appreciating me. I normally just pick your comments, normally even the first ones. I think even on Saturday, I was reading out his comments, out random. And you're a United fan. Okay. I hope Brighton or Fulham don't go down. Both are playing far too well and won't deserve it. Eman James again. I think I agree with that. Fulham and Brighton are playing good football. For them to go down will be an injustice.
Fulham, I think since when, maybe January starting, they just started playing very well because those goals they are conceding the beginning of the season, it just cut off.
Yeah, Fulham, I agree with you there, Iman James. Fulham and Brighton play very, very attractive football. I'd actually hope teams like Burnley and Crystal Palace get relegated. Those teams that play anti-football.
I want Sheffield to be relegated.
Sheffield actually very decent. They play some decent football.
No, because funny enough, it's only Sheffield that always destroy Man United.
Not Burnley.
No, Burnley. Burnley is a walk in the
Burnley play rugby. They should get relegated. Anyway, David Simiyu, #KCB. That guy is a beast. Just watch his pace and you'll tell me one day he's our next Olunga. I'm Lewis, Barcelona and City Stars fan. City Stars fan, wow, okay. Yeah, David Simiyu from KCB, he's one to watch. He's absolutely quality player.
I hope he is being called to Harambee Stars because people have already started the...
the international break is coming up.
Yeah.
Oh, God forbid. No football for 2 weeks.
What a boring
No club, domestic football for 2 weeks. Omwami again, where did Paps go? Anyway, AFC will win this league if it falls to a two-horse race, considering they beat Tusker. Well, considering they beat Tusker, well, it's not just, they're not only two teams in the league. You'd have to see how they do against other teams. And probably now you can judge which team is better suited for that. But yeah, AFC Leopards are looking very, very good. Very, very good. Kamakawa, Michael Okoth. Red Devils up, glory, glory. And I think Gor Mahia should just focus on the academy players and remove the senior team. What are your thoughts on that?
Funny enough, Gor Mahia have lost a lot of the players to Tanzania.
Yeah.
So
should they focus on the academy and probably try promoting some of the players up?
Just focus on the academy and bring up things.
Okay. Let me read the last comment, then I'll read more towards before I close off the show. Hi, Delvin. United won the derby and bragging rights, but it's not like we, as the citizens, will relent on our ambitions going forward. The blue moon has risen. Ligi ni yetu. Show ikolit uyo fan wa Man United ajue yao ni moto ya karatasi. Matalanga from Musanda, Kakamega.
You know that's the funny thing with City fans. Exactly, Salim. Salim, you didn't pick my call yesterday. I know, Salim.
He has gone missing.
Salim. Anyway, but it's good. It's good they're number one. I can't take it away from them because anything can happen. The next game they have on Sutton on Wednesday. So anything can happen. You can lose.
They'll absolutely destroy Southampton.
We may not know. Maybe the same City turn up for the weekend, turn up against Sutton.
I don't think Pep will let that happen. But anyway.
But if they lose, then that's why a door can open.
If they lose, yeah, probably now, probably.
A door can open.
But the thing,
A window.
Before
we
you
say
get
a
into
window.
Chelsea now, but the thing that I normally say is that, yes, it's only 11 points. Mathematically, there's still a chance for you and Leicester, probably even Chelsea if they win today.
Hey, Leicester.
Leicester a point behind you.
Leicester, they start dropping. Just relax.
But what I'm normally saying is that why I think this title is going to go to City is because of the inconsistency of United and Leicester City.
Yeah,
it just had to look by City. But anyway, Chelsea, Everton are playing today, and this can be a very enticing game in terms of league position. Everton have 2 games in hand over Chelsea, if I'm not wrong. So a victory here would be very, very big for them. It can even take them into the top 4 if they win their game in hand. But I hear their game in hand is against... No, they had played City. I think it's against Aston Villa, if I'm not wrong. I don't know. I'll have to check that out. But let's just listen in first to Thomas Tuchel and Carlo Ancelotti's press conference.
The next situation where there are 1 point difference only between the teams. Everton had a very strong start into the season and had now a big win also here at Anfield, and from there kept the momentum again going. Very strong squad, very, very physical, full of talent, strong strikers, dangerous number 10 with James, strong experienced players, super strong manager at the sideline, Carlo, who knows how to keep a momentum going, how to keep the flow going. It's like I said, it's good that these games are on, and it's good that we have a next big match, because that drives us, that gets us out of bed early.
I think we are better, yes. We are better. We have more, how can I say, more knowledge. We have more belief in what we are doing. I think that we can compete against Chelsea. It will be difficult, we know, but because Chelsea is a fantastic team. But we can compete, I think.
At the Bridge, what a game this is going to be. Of course, Thomas Tuchel is still undefeated. Carlo Ancelotti's Everton have found form at just the right time. Now, Bruce Juma, how do you see this game panning out? Chelsea, they have been looking good, but what I said is that they looked very good against Liverpool. You have to give them that. But under Thomas Tuchel, going forward, it looks like they're just missing a bit of something. But the overall gameplay is quite okay.
Now, here, I want to talk as a United fan and as an analyst.
I want to talk as a neutral fan, as an analyst.
Let me talk as a United fan first. Today, I'm very back for Everton because I know what they can do. But as a neutral, we'll see things how it goes, because I know Richardson. Why are you talking about Richardson? Richarlison is in a perfect form because he just sparked, because against for the last 3 games he just sparked because he has been scoring good goals. Now we are seeing the same player we saw last season, but the problem with Chelsea is we have Werner, we have ZH.
They have all those players, but going forward there's something missing.
Forward is they're playing that 3-5-2-1 that one. But funny enough, you have seen a lot of managers doing it in Premier League and it doesn't work, because if you see Chelsea have been playing a lot of touches game.
They're a possession-based kind of team.
Now you're playing possession. Instead, you're looking for, you guys looking for way forward to score goals. If you look at the previous game Chelsea played, they've been playing the same way, touch and go.
Against Liverpool, you'd have to give them the credit. They looked very, very good, and probably it's because Liverpool were offering them a lot of space on the back line.
Liverpool is already dead. No, I want to see them playing against Everton and see them how they're doing against Everton. If they perfect that game and win that game, I can say now Chelsea's coming up with something.
And if they win, if Chelsea do win this game they're playing against Everton, they're going to be 4 points. 4
points
off United.
Yeah, 4 points off United.
So how can you write them? If you're going to put United in the conversation of a title race, they have to be there if they do win this game.
Yeah, funny enough, Chelsea just come up and drop points. Chelsea is Chelsea.
United is United as well. We've seen against Crystal Palace and the likes.
Yeah, but those are draw. But Chelsea lose the game.
They haven't lost under Thomas Tuchel. They haven't lost the game.
that's the funny thing. Pep didn't lose 21 games, but
And the funny thing is
something
this,
happened.
if Everton do win this game, they
They still have a game at
one
hand.
in
Yeah.
hand. They go ahead of Chelsea in the league, if I'm not wrong. They either go level on points or ahead of Chelsea by a point. And
No.
that puts them 3 points behind United.
For now, according to the table looks, Chelsea are above Everton with 1 point.
And Everton have 2 games in hand.
And have the 2 games in hand. So we
How
might see,
correct are we with this?
No, it's correct because they checked. They're just 1 point away. Chelsea are just 1 point away from Everton, and Everton has 2 games at hand. You see?
So in short, if Everton do win their both these games,
If they win both of 2
they're
games,
almost level with United.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Well, if we are wrong,
you
you can correct us.
We might see Champions League with funny teams because you'll see West Ham, Everton.
Decent sides, though. Talking about West Ham, let me get your prediction for West Ham versus Leeds before you give me the prediction of Chelsea.
I think you'll just see West Ham trashing Leeds because the way West Ham are just in another level with Lingard and Antonio there in front.
Yeah.
Because Antonio was looking for that player maker and they found Lingard there. And Lingard is just having a good game there.
Yeah, he's actually been playing very well for West Ham. So what's your prediction there? You say West Ham to thrash Leeds United?
I see a 2-1.
A 2-1 victory. So that's not a thrashing, actually.
I just see a 2-1.
A 2-1.
Because you may not know. Maybe a 5.
With Leeds, by the way, you never know with them
Yeah.
because they're so naive defensively.
But I'll just go for a 2-1.
2-1 victory to West Ham. Fair enough. And this game, Chelsea-Everton, you said Richarlison is on form.
He's on form. Maybe
Chelsea
we'll
have
see.
the quality.
And funny enough, against Chelsea is always that's the time where Calvert-Lewin score good goals. If you look at behind the things, the games they've been playing, that's the time Calvert-Lewin plays like he's a Cristiano or Messi player. But now here we might see things changing because I'm sure Chelsea don't have their Thiago Silva defender.
Yeah.
So you have Rudiger and Zuma there.
And Christensen. The 3. Yeah.
Those 3 players are just funny because I'm 100% sure there'll be a penalty.
But Christensen was actually man of the match against Liverpool. He played very well.
Yeah,
give Chelsea some credit.
Let me tell you one thing. You're saying about Liverpool. What's Liverpool now?
Give Chelsea some credit.
What's Liverpool now?
Give Chelsea some credit. They played well against Liverpool.
They played well.
Christensen was man of the match. He was absolutely splendid in that game.
But I'm
They're
telling
playing Everton. Everton are in form. I agree with that. It's
Yeah.
going to be a tough game, a hard one to call. Where are you standing on in this game?
I think I'm going to see a draw.
A draw.
A 1-1.
A 1-0 draw, just to favor United.
No,
Because of that 1-0 draw.
A 1-1 draw because I'm 100% sure the possession Chelsea been playing, somehow Everton always play defensive and counter-attacking. I just see a 1-1
draw. Fair enough. A 1-0 draw there for Bruce for Chelsea taking on Everton. That game will be being played tonight. Now, of course, we know this week as well there is Europa League action and Champions League action. We'll have a look at the Europa League fixtures, round of 16. We know there's some interesting ties there. United taking on AC Milan, being the pick of the bunch.
Zlatan is not playing.
It doesn't matter.
Let me just make it clear.
Let me tell you, these are
Zlatan
two
is
giants.
not
Let me define this game. Let me summarize a definition for this game. These are 2 fallen giants going head to head. Do you agree with me there?
It's so.
Yeah,
It's so.
It is.
So.
2 fallen giants going head to head that seem to have kind of revitalized themselves this season. I just hope for an absolutely interesting game. That's what I want to see. We still have the likes of Ante Rebic in that squad, Çalhanoğlu in that squad for AC Milan. That can cause damage.
And Mandzukic.
And Mario Mandzukic as well. Yeah. He can cause a lot of damage as well. United, of course, we all know too much about United. There's no need of mentioning. Prediction for that game?
Obviously, I say a good 2-0.
2-0 victory to United. I need to ask you a question. Are they playing in England?
Yeah, they're playing in England.
So this game was clear. They can play in England and Italy.
The problem is we can't. England team cannot go to Spanish because we are banned from UK. People have been banned
so Italy,
from
can they go to Italy?
They can go to Italy.
So this game is fair play.
Fair
it's going to be
play,
on
yeah,
Trafford
home
and San Siro.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. There are some of the other games in the Europa League round of 16. Which other game stands out here? Olympiacos, Arsenal out for revenge. This is a team that knocked them out.
This is a team that knocked them out last time because this is where now Auba and Lacazette and Saka and who are playing.
Nicolas Pepe, the man on form.
Nicolas Pepe in Europa. Nicolas Pepe in Europa is a perfect player.
Yeah, he scored a lot of goals by the Europa
so
League. Are you going for an Arsenal victory? Do you think Arsenal
I think
will
Arsenal
get that
will
revenge?
go for 2-1.
2-1 away victory will be good enough for them.
Yeah.
2 away goals. That's actually very, very good. Let's see other games. Spurs are also going to be in action. Spurs actually got the better end of the draw. They got I won't say weak, but they got a very decent
Maybe
team. That you expect
congratulations
to
to Rangers. They won
Oh,
their
the Rangers
first,
as well.
yeah,
They won their first in 10 years.
10 years, boy.
And congratulations to Steven Gerrard for making that
Yeah.
happen. What are
Funny-
the chances of Liverpool
funny enough-
picking up Steven Gerrard?
Funny enough, this is what the people have been talking about. Steven Gerrard coming back as the coach of Liverpool.
I don't think
next.
right now. I don't think Klopp is going anywhere because this is a manager that came in and won them their first title in 30
Yeah,
years, got them
30
the
years.
Champions League. I think he'll be given
But-
time.
but-
He'll be
but-
given time.
But time is where?
He'll be given
They're
time.
almost going to number 10.
It's okay. It's a season. They won the Champions League last
Because
season. They won the
fun-
league the last season.
funny
It's
enough-
better. Let me tell
funny
you.
enough-
Let me just tell you one
Yeah.
thing. Right now, as a Liverpool fan, I'd be much more happier than a United fan. Ask me why. Last season we won the was it the No, the
Premier League?
The previous season we won the Champions
Champions
League.
League.
We are number 10. So what? We won the titles. United have won nothing. You had number 2.
No, let me tell you one thing. Even if you win the Champions, the Premier
all
League,
about
and then
titles.
next season you're going to back number 10. It's like you're doing zero work. Like you get a good job. You have from a manager, you come back to assistant. Now you're coming to subordinate.
Let me ask you a question.
Next you're going to be a water boy.
I don't want this to be a debate. I don't want this to be a debate. Let me ask you a question. I feel you made me forget the question I wanted to ask you. But I wanted to ask you a question that has just... You were talking too much and you forgot the question. It was a nice question, but when I remember it, I'll definitely ask you. Let's see the fixtures in the Champions League. We have Barcelona, PSG. That is a pick. Even though Barcelona are down 4-1.
I didn't think
A miracle is possible.
I didn't think can happen. Remember they did a comeback against the same team.
But that was a good Barcelona side. Let's get that in there. Borussia Dortmund are 3-2 up against Sevilla. Do you see them going through 3 away goals?
We're not sure if
Haaland-
Haaland will be in.
But don't you think the job
but-
is already done for Dortmund?
But I think, but it's Sevilla.
Let me just, okay. Juventus, Porto, Liverpool, Leipzig, PSG, Barcelona. Those are the fixtures. You can see them there on your screen. Let's focus on Borussia Dortmund, Sevilla. Clearly you're saying Sevilla are a very good team.
Yeah.
Very good team.
You can't take anything from
Yeah,
them.
I know, and I know as you as a United fan, you definitely know what they're capable
Yeah,
of.
we know. we know.
But getting 3 away goals, with or without Erling Haaland, you should imagine the job is done for Borussia Dortmund.
But one thing, they won't have Sancho. I don't know if
Marco Reus is available.
Macaulay is available. I'm not, but Macaulay is not that same Macaulay.
Yeah, he's not the same player from
Yeah.
back
But-
then, but he's still a decent player.
But now we're not sure if Haaland will be there. But if he's there, I think they should just rest him because they don't want to mess up.
No, I think if he's there, start him.
I know.
Start
I
him.
don't
I
think
think
you
start
start him
him.
because if you've already finished the game, why start him?
Because Sevilla can win 2-0 and go through.
Okay, they can win 2-0.
Just start him, be comfortable, 2-0, 2-1, then probably you can take him off.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
you
that
can say
would
that.
much more. That would be probably the better option. And for Sevilla, Spanish teams never write them off.
Yeah,
never write them off.
never
Sevilla
write
can
them
go
off.
to Dortmund. And we know Dortmund's
can-
form has not been all that
Has
good.
not been that perfect. Yeah, but Sevilla, I don't know what happened in that game because
I didn't expect this scoreline.
yeah,
I did not
because
expect this
everybody was just backing Sevilla. I'm 100% sure everybody was backing Sevilla, but the way Dortmund came to this game, they just proved it that those Champions League team,
Yeah, it
which
proved
you
that-
just look at.
It
them.
proved that the domestic form actually doesn't mean
Yeah.
too much. Now, the next game, Juventus Porto, Juventus down 2-1. Ronaldo fans here are going to be Juventus, let me just say Juventus fans here know they have Ronaldo, a man who has brought his team back from the dead, in numerous occasions
Every
in this
time.
very same stage of the Champions League. He scored hat-tricks against Bayern, Atletico Madrid, Wolfsburg,
yeah.
name it. Can he do it this time for Juventus?
I'm not even sure.
Because you're a Messi fan.
No, I'm just saying you can't expect every time somebody to do that miracle every day,
I
every
get
day,
you,
every day. Even at some time, twists do break.
They do.
Yeah, so
They do.
but
But
I'm not sure.
2-1 is a respectable scoreline for Juventus, actually.
Yeah, 2-1, it's something which you can come back
Yeah,
from.
they got an away goal. So
Yeah.
1-0, they're through.
They're through.
1-0, they're through.
1-0, they're
And it's
through.
very capable. Juventus,
But
they've not had their season.
If Porto scores, no,
Then
that's
it's game
where-
on.
That's where they
Yeah,
have
if Porto,
to
if
start
Porto
going.
does score, now it's game on.
It's game
3-1 is what takes them through.
Yeah.
2-1, 2 extra time,
It's extra
and 2
time,
penalties.
Yeah.
Well, but given Juventus' form,
Juventus,
domestically, they're not
they're
really
not
there.
that the same. Even UEFA, they're not that Juventus. When you hear Juventus, you shake your legs a bit. You're scared. They're not that the same Juventus.
So what's your prediction for this game?
I see a 1-0 for Porto. I see Porto sitting back at that game like nobody's business.
A 1-0 for Porto, so Porto go through 3-1
Yeah.
on aggregate. And then their first game, I didn't get your prediction. Borussia Dortmund, Sevilla. But Borussia Dortmund up 3-2 in that game.
In 3-2. There? In 3-2.
They are 3-2 up. in that
3-2
game.
up, yeah. But I see Dortmund. Dortmund going through. I see Dortmund going through with a 2-0.
A 2-0 victory. Fair enough. Now let's move over to the Wednesday games. Here it's where it gets juicy. You're a Barcelona fan. I know you're still clinging on to the hope that Barcelona can come back since they've done it before, but it's a hope that kills you. This Barcelona side, I don't think are capable of coming back from 4-1 down. And the matter of fact, being away at home, they'll be playing in the Paris Saint-Germain Stadium, the Parc des Princes.
I think a 3-0 can win this game. If my math is correct, a 3-0 can win this game.
No.
A 3-0. See, the game ended 4-1.
Yeah. So it'll be 4-4. PSG did score 4 goals. That's a away goal rule now.
That is a away
PSG,
goal.
you have to win 4-0.
4-0.
Takes you Barcelona through. Is that really possible? Messi can't do it all on his own. We've mentioned Ronaldo for Juventus. He can't keep on doing things on his own.
Messi cannot do it
Messi
on
as
his
well.
own.
This is the type of the likes of Griezmann, Dembele to step up.
Funny enough, when you just talk about the Griezmann and Dembele, in these games they didn't turn up. So how do you expect them to turn up in the next game? But the way PSG have just been forming up themselves, Kane, Icardi, Mbappe, even if they don't have Neymar, they're just scoring some good goals.
And they look
But-
like they look one of the favorites. Probably
Yeah.
alongside Bayern Munich and Man City, one of the favorites for the title.
Yeah, but
So what's your prediction?
I say
You see a goal fest first and foremost, because Barcelona will have to go out and play.
I see Barcelona. I'm 100% sure if you look at the first 5 minutes, Barcelona will attack that defense.
They need
of
to. They
PSG
need
a lot.
They need quick goals.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In the first 4 minutes, you just see some. I'm 100% sure. In the first 5 minutes or 10 minutes, I'm 100% sure there will be 2 goals for Barcelona. I'm 100% sure.
So what's your prediction? 4-0
I
Barca?
think I know 4-0 cannot happen. I said 2-0.
2-0 to Barcelona. That means
I
they
say
still
2-0.
go out.
Yeah,
But they put on a valiant effort. But yeah, they'll still be out.
they still be out because 4-0.
Yeah, that's a very hard task. But anyway, before we jump into Liverpool and Leipzig, let me just read some more comments here that have come in. Citizens will carry the trophy. United will have to wait for so long. Samiso from Kibra, DC. Fair enough. Is Haaland landing to Chelsea this summer? Watching the show from Soweto. Chelsea fans getting excited. With Abramovich, by the way, anything is possible.
But
So with Abramovich, anything is possible.
funny thing Chelsea should know is you already spent to 30 million.
Does Abramovich really care? He wants results. He wants success.
Ndio maana tunasema shida hizi club za sponsor you'll never go forward because
But now this is a good debate. This is a very good debate. Would you rather your club is owned by Abramovich or the Glazers? I'd say Abramovich.
me I'll say Abramovich,
Because
yeah,
he's football
because I
minded.
know-
It's not all
I
about
know-
business,
I know
it's all
not
football.
about, I know, but you look at the players who are buying because they bought ZH, they
Yeah.
bought Werner, they bought
Havertz.
Even does Havertz play anymore? You're just destroying people's career. But once you are a player and you look at a team like that, Giroud has been sitting at the bench instead of going to a team where he can play all first 11 games. You go there and look at this team.
I think
and
the
they
thing is
played
that
the first 11.
I think probably what you're trying to say is that their recruitment wasn't done good enough. But in terms of Abramovich spending money, because he knows Chelsea are lagging behind. They're way behind Man City right now. They have to spend that money to get those quality players to close that gap.
Funny enough, spend on defense. That's the one thing.
They're
Spend on your defense.
They're keeping clean sheets at the moment. The attack is on that is
Fund
not
the
producing.
defense.
But anyway, as you've said, anyway, that's your opinion on them. Kipto from Kericho says, hii weekend tuko na London derby, but sisi kama Arsenali tutashinda. What's your prediction for that game? You won't be here. What's your prediction for that game?
Hey, Tottenham. The way Bale is playing and the way Arsenal is playing is very
Arsenal are
different.
playing very, very good football, to be quite honest.
Look at the game against Burnley.
That was Arsenal were absolutely dominant in that game, if not for VAR.
Why are people complaining of VAR?
That was a
Yeah.
brilliant, but anyway, Bale, it's good to be fair. Look at it from both sides. Tottenham, Bale has come to the party. He's playing good football.
People are saying, you remember it was Kane and Son. Now it's Harry Kane and Bale.
Well, fair
Because-
enough.
because
Bale is
they
back
win.
to the party.
Yeah.
It's good to say that they're in good. They're showing good. They're performing well.
Yeah.
Let me say that. Arsenal, on the other hand, you can't write them off. It's a London derby. Spurs. When was the last time they won at the Emirates? We do not know. They
But
played
remember,
Arsenal.
this is Mourinho.
The last time Mourinho came to the Emirates with Man United, he was defeated there.
But remember, this is Mourinho.
But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that looking at it from both sides, Spurs have players that are performing right now. You look at the Arsenal side as well. There's someone who people wrote off early this season, Nicola Pepe.
He's back.
He is playing absolutely beautiful football.
Perfect game.
Beautiful football.
And Saka.
And Saka as well. And even Willian has stepped up, shocking, surprisingly.
Yeah,
Willian even had an assist against Burnley.
Against Burnley. And Auba, I think Auba is trying to
slowly coming back into his form from last season. So it's going to be an interesting game. It's a hard one to call. A very hard one to call.
But
you've gone for a Spurs victory?
I just see Spurs scoring at 3-1.
3-1, that they've not even won then. Quite that time you back
Just
them up.
not. This season there's nothing like home and away advantage because you don't have fans.
Okay.
Liverpool have been beaten away at home how many times?
That's
6.
Liverpool though. Anyway, Eugene from Soweto, ambia mafans wa Man United watulie waache mouthing live from Soweto. Fair enough.
Which team
I don't know which team he supports. I don't know which team he supports.
They are down. I support Arsenal or Chelsea.
I don't know which team he supports, and I can't find the message.
I'm sure there's Arsenal.
I can't find the message. I can't find the message. James from Matthias says, Leo, Chelsea now win 2-0. Mount and Timo Werner to score. Now, fair enough. Back to our preview.
That Timo Werner scoring. Maybe we say Giroud. It's okay, but Timo Werner.
I'm not gonna chip into that. But Timo Werner, he actually putting in effort. He played very well against Liverpool.
One thing is, what I like about Timo is his dribbling. He's fast. He knows how to dribble.
And he puts in a lot of effort.
And he puts a lot of effort. The problem is you cannot score.
Let's leave Chelsea out of this. Leave Chelsea out of this. Let's talk about your other rivals now. They are 2-0 up against Leipzig. 2 goals that were absolutely gifted.
Yeah.
Now they're coming back. They're not playing at Anfield, are they? They're not playing at Anfield. Their first game was not at Leipzig's home. The Red Bull Arena. It wasn't played there. This game cannot be played at Anfield. It's going to be a neutral ground. So probably that has helped Liverpool, given their form at Anfield has been horrendous. You don't believe me that it's not Anfield?
It's not Anfield.
It's not Anfield.
Okay. I don't know why Champions League are doing that.
I don't think it would be fair for UEFA to allow one team to play in a neutral ground, then their reverse fixture, but it's back to another team's home. I don't think that will be fair.
But us, we played the same way because the away game we played at Juventus and
then you play at Old Trafford. That is Europa League anyway. That is Europa League.
Anyway, that's why I'm shocked.
Liverpool, Leipzig, my director just informed me we are out of time. Thank you for indulging me in conversations of Timo Werner that I didn't want to get involved in. But anyway, Liverpool, Leipzig, they're already 2-0 up. Are you seeing them going through in this game?
I'm not sure if Leipzig will come up for that game because if they see how Liverpool have been playing badly, they should just come up for that game in and out because
they'll have a chance. Anyone has a chance right now against Liverpool.
But I'm going to give a Liverpool 1-0.
Liverpool 1-0, so to go through 3-0 on aggregate. You've had it there from Bruce's Champions League predictions. He's even thrown in a few Europa League predictions there for United. He's thrown in his Chelsea prediction as well. Thank you very, very much. He was a bit biased. As a United fan, you'd expect that. But I'm surprised he went for a Liverpool victory. But anyway, unfortunately, we are out of time here on Soccer 360. Thank you very, very much, Bruce, for always showing up here on Monday.
Pleasure.
I'll be with you here on Monday again, recapping the North London Derby.
The North London Derby. Lazima.
Exactly. Let me thank my camera crew and everyone behind in the gallery for making this a success. And you, the viewers at home, thank you for sending in all your comments on WhatsApp and on Twitter as well. Now, do join me on Saturday. The big one will be a preview of the North London Derby. Arsenal taking on Spurs. Now, until then, do keep it sporty. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon and stay blessed.